Monday night prime time. Let's go.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Lots to get to. We'll start in Philadelphia. The Eagles at home to take on the Washington Commanders. And it's the elusive Jalen Hurts. He looks, can't throw it, decides to scramble, 16 yards, touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Cam Ward. Touchdown from 20 yards away. The Titans are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's the Bengals wideout. He was wreaking havoc on the secondary all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown grabs on the afternoon. The Bengals are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
Standing on one side, former NFL linebacker D'Amico Ryans. Spent his final 4 seasons, of course, as a player with the Birds before making the jump to the coaching ranks. His guys searching for their first win since that season opener. Across the field, the head coach of the Eagles. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
They've got a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. Zach Bond with the tackle. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Staring down, that down in distance. It was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, and they go right back to him. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hurts. Rolling left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Hurts now on 4th. This is a heater going deep. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Collins got it left side. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
First down throw by Stroud. Completed over the middle. Running in the red zone. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Burns running the offense at max speed here.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Hurts. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Mitchell on the coverage.
Running from the pistol, it's Mixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Stroud now. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Wide open down the field, and he has it. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. With the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Now Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans, 1st down.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, it a ton of yards.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Starting from the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Barkley again here on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And 4th and 4 coming up. They'll go. Hurts. He's got to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Barkley trying this up the gut, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So they're left facing a 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They're going to try to throw for it. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hurts on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And again, here's Hurts. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Now ahead of 3rd down, we get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down, Mixon gets it. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away.
Illegal block in the ball. Return team.
All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
First down throwing for Hurts. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send him back to the line for second.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the pistol, Hurts. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
This is a tough spot to punt. Gotta convert here on 3rd down. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it deep downfield. And they're gonna have it all the way down near the 25. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. First and 10 in enemy territory. Hurts throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime
Our
report.
look around the NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on the Saints in the NFC South. And it's Spencer Rattler. He pulls it, and now he's thinking first down. Now he's thinking touchdown. 31 yards on the scramble for the score. The Saints get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Jaden Daniels. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Commanders get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 from the 43. They go with Barkley here. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
To the 49-yard line.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. It's on target to Williams. And he's taken down at the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. Ball's out, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Texans have recovered it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They give to Barkley, left side. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Rasul Douglas picks it off.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know.
He's got it at the 30. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Texans 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got it over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Trying to work quickly now.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
3rd down and 15.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Hurts now on 4th. He's going deep this time. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs. First down throw by Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Things going well so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Eagles football, and they're going to look for points here, but it might be a little too late for them in this lopsided game. Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Now Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Taken in by Williams outright. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. 1st down from the 42. It's Hurts once again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So 2nd down coming up. Hurts yet again. He's got Devontae Smith. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And again, here's Hurts. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On third down, it's Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And this one doesn't go far. Hurts running the offense at max speed here.
It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground again with Mixon. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Keeping it with Mixon. This gets the 1st and more. He is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up 4th and less than a yard now. The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Fielded at the 11. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Trying to set this up quick.
28-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
He's going to play action. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down. So the Texans come away with the road win. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Back.